One of the important innovations in Characterworks 2024 is the ability to control frequently used design parameters of complex graphics via a simplified, editable user interface. As seen in this pie chart sample, many attributes of the graphics can be controlled via the Customize panel, without having to delve into the details of the project. This tutorial aims to demonstrate how you can set up the Customize panel for use in your own projects. Each motion has its own Customize panel. When a motion, or one of its child layers, is selected in Project Inspector, the Customize window displays that motion's Customize panel. Here is a simple image layer. Let's right-click on the Attributes section of the Customize panel. The menu shows the customization attribute types available to us. First, let's create a color attribute that we will use to control the color of the image we just created. The new attribute has been added to the Customize panel, with a default name that we can change as we like. Clicking on the little down arrow next to the color attribute in the solid material block brings up the expression panel for that attribute. We create a new expression and add the customization attribute we created earlier as an input so that the expression can access its value. The expression simply takes the value of input attribute 0 and returns it as the result. If the connection between the expression input and the source customization attribute is broken for some reason, for example, if you delete the solid material block in this example, you need to establish the connection again. I have just applied another material preset to the image, so the attribute connection needs to be re-established. Having connected the same attribute to both colors of the step material block has kind of defeated the purpose of having a step block in the first place. One way to differentiate the second color is to use a different expression that modifies the input color. For example, we can use the built-in lighten or darken expression functions, which will modify the given color by the given percentage. How about using the customization panel to parameterize the amount of color modification? This time, we create a scalar attribute. Scalar means just a single value, as opposed to a vector that has multiple values. We add the scalar attribute as the second expression input, and we use it atr1 to refer to its value in the expression code. Its index is 1. Now, we can use the Customize panel directly to set the base color and the darkness of the steps. Let's work on another sample. Here we would like to control the size of a pie chart via a customization attribute. This project is constructed in such a way that the value of the x-coordinate of the Move To segment controls the size of the pie chart path elements. In contrast with previous examples, the expression here will compute and set the value of each component, coordinate, separately. This expression does not assign a value to the y component, which means it will be assigned the default value of 0. We will create 4 color attributes to specify colors for 4 pies of the chart. There is 1 instance per pie, so each color actually corresponds to the color of a different instance. Having a look at the Materials panel tells us that pie colors are controlled by data source images connected to the texture block. Playing around with the data source quickly confirms this. For demonstration purposes, let's add solid and body blocks right at the bottom to allow for customization controls instead. As we can expect, the whole pie chart took a single, constant color. Let's repeat the setup we previously showed in this video by creating an expression and connecting color inputs. There's something missing, as the color still affects the whole chart. The problem is that expression does not differentiate between instances. It simply returns the same color, attribute 0, for every instance. What we need instead is for the expression to return attribute 0 for instance 0, attribute 1 for instance 1, 2 for 2, and so on. The inst built-in function becomes useful here. It returns the index of the instance that the expression is currently executing on. This concludes our discussion on the basics of using the Customize panel for streamlining design parameterization of complex graphics. As always, do not hesitate to contact us with questions or comments.